Mic check, mic check. Okay, one more try. This is just a test, testing out the audio for the Streamlabs OBS. So here we have example number 5. Here we have g of x is equal to negative 5 over 2x minus 1 if x is less than 2. Now, if it is greater than 2, f of x, g of x is equal to x plus 2. So we have two scenarios. Notice how there is something missing in here. So this is a less than, this is a greater than. I don't see an equal to, right? So there is nothing, this function does not exist at 2, right? It doesn't have the equals. So let us graph each part of this. So we're going to graph each piece. So let's take a look. All right, so first off, we have negative 5 over 2x minus 1. So that's giving us our b. b is equal to negative 1. That's our y-intercept. So at negative 1. So I'm going to mark it there. The thing with these markings is we may end up erasing some of them because if it doesn't exist in that point. In this situation, negative 1 is definitely less than 2, so we're okay there. What about our slope? Our slope is m is negative 5 over 2. Now this is equivalent to 5 over negative 2. And I write both of them just to keep it in mind that when you're looking for another point that is on that line and you're going from point to point, you can go either to the right or to the left. Right? Using the slope this way will help you do that. So for example, negative 5 over 2. That would be a rise of negative 5. So we're going to go down 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a run of 2. So 1, 2. So our next point is going to be right here. But remember, at 2, this does not exist. It's not valid. So I'm going to leave it open, right? Meaning that because it is not equal to it. I'm going to find a third point just to illustrate my what I was trying to say. So at 5, negative 2, okay, so that gives me a rise of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a run of negative 2. So I'm going to go to the left, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm just going to draw my line from this point through these 2 points. And there is, I moved a little bit, but I think we're still good. So there is my graph for the top portion of this. Now let's do the bottom portion. This one just says x plus 2. All right, so we have a b is equal to 2. That's my y-intercept. So let me get rid of this. So y is equal to 2. All right, now remember, this point doesn't really exist, right? Because we're looking at when x is greater than 2, so I'm really not going to have anything to the left of this. But this is just for the purposes of me figuring out what points I'm going to use to create my line. What is my slope? Look, it's just the x. Well, if there's only one x, of course, the slope is going to be 1. So m is equal to 1, or 1 over 1. So from here, I'm going to go 1 and 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then just keep going this way. This is I put several of these, I marked several of them because I'm going to end up erasing some, because remember, this doesn't exist at x equals 2. So at x equals 2, this is going to be a circle as well. So let's go ahead and draw this line. We go through that. Perfect. All right, cool. So that's our graph for this function. Now let's identify the domain and the range. So domain and range. So it looks like if I look at the x-axis, right, there is no interruption other than at 2, right? This is not equal to. So this is basically true. The domain is going to be true for x except for 2. So x is not equal to 2. That's it. Now my range, as far as going on the y-axis, right, going up and down, well, from here, it's going to go straight up this way and straight up that way, right? So positive direction, but I don't see anything below this mark right here. And what is this? What y is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like it's at -6. So it doesn't go beyond -6. As a matter of fact, it's not even equal to 6. So then for my y, whoops, for my y, well, it turns out that y is simply greater than -6, right? It doesn't equal -6, it's greater than -6. All right, so hopefully this sounds well, and I'll post it as another example to your notes.